Hello, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy AD, and that's all day. I'm in the spot. What's going on? Coming in here to talk about a little wrestling stuff for a little minute. How y'all doing on this afternoon? Coming in here to celebrate my boys, the Acclaim, for holding that tag team titles down. I knew that match was a little wild. I'm gonna talk about that and what I think is gonna come up because I seen kind of how the crowd was reacting, and it kind of reminded me of a video I made in the past. And I might talk a little bit about Jade Cargill and this whole her group is I don't like. Okay, we got Red Velvet back, and then you ended up kicking off the other girl, the Kiara girl. So I find that really weird. It's always something weird going on with Jade. And then I might throw a little WWE talk in here in between it. I was sitting there listening to that music in the background. That stuff was banging pretty good, pretty hard. I like the way it sound in the headphones. That should be banging it. Even though it's such a simple ass. But yeah, I did say I wanted to talk a little bit more about wrestling besides my reviews. I kind of rushed it, so I just wanted to put some more wrestling content out there for my wrestling viewers and watchers because I know you guys are out there too. But before I get into it, let me go ahead and play that theme. Let me play that theme for the homies, for holding that title down. They held that title down, man. Turn up.
The Acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans.
One.
The Acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The Acclaimed, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed. Nobody stopping the team. The Acclaimed on the rise to the top of the scene. We the cream of the crop, it's an obvious thing. You gon' wind up on the dark side of the ring, cause you just another tragedy. Critically acclaimed, you're a casualty. Ain't nobody good as Max and Anthony, and we so handsome, getting paid handsomely. The Acclaimed, everything you plan to be. The Acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The Acclaimed, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed. Top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The Acclaimed, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed. And we as seen on TV, winning matches every single week, it's like a repeat. Yes, I draw dimes every time that you see me. Acclaim to fame is making all the teams sleepy. Everybody loves us, nobody can touch us. If you gotta wrestle the Acclaim, that's tough luck. That's Bowens, I'm Platinum Max. Whenever we on screen, better grab a snack. The Acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The Acclaimed, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed. Top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The Acclaimed, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed.
Turn up, turn up, turn up. But yes, they Acclaim, man. They won. They won, man. I was a little skeptical, a little bit in this match because I'm like FTR. I could tell that the crowd, people been liking FTR for a while now. So I'm like, what are they gonna really do? Are they gonna really keep them with these belts for long? Well, one thing I definitely noticed in the match when the match first started was how many goddamn belts the FTR got. Like, golly, dude, y'all come out like 3 belts apiece. And then I'm like, so I'm in my head like, man, that's a lot of damn belts. So I'm like, if they win these belts, I'm like, shit, how y'all gonna wear all these damn belts? So you just gonna be just belted up. You just gonna have belts on all the arms, everything, two belts around your waist. So I found that to be a little weird. But it was a pretty decent match. It was definitely interesting. It was a lot of close calls, and I'm talking about AEW Dynamite last night. It was the main event for those who probably watched it or not. If not, I'm letting y'all know I did because I wanted to definitely see if they would hold those titles. And again, oh, I noticed that the crowd seemed like they were kind of confused though. I did. Like I really noticed that. Like they seemed like they didn't want to like, and I kind of felt that, that like I was saying about the Acclaim. I'm like, man, I know people like them, but do they really like them? Like them? Like how long will this last, or do you really like them like that? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think the crowd really kind of showed that yesterday because they were like really in between. They were like kind of quiet at certain spots, certain moments you was hearing them chant for FTR, and certain moments they were going hard for the Acclaim. So that was a little questionable. It made you really think like what will really happen. What's going on, Bio? What's happening? Made it before the trolls did. Hello, Money AD. What's going on, man? I know I've been doing pretty good with the trolls. Like lately, I haven't really been getting to any like that. So that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, good to see you, man. Just in here chopping it up about the Acclaim and some wrestling stuff. So I did kind of notice that a little bit. I mean, it was very back and forth. It's like the crowd had a tough decision deciding who they really wanted to be there with and root for. But at the end of the day, once it got to the end, the Acclaim definitely got some mad momentum at the end. And again, it was just hella crazy spots, hella long match. I actually enjoyed that shit. And yeah, they won, man. They won. And now they're setting up their next rivalry, which looks like it will be, I think it was, what was his name? Jay Lethal in his group. I seen Jeff Jarrett. I'm like, what is Jeff Jarrett doing over here? He been over here for a while. I noticed a lot of people been saying he ain't been doing shit. And when he was in WWE, he wasn't really doing nothing over there either. So it's like, what the hell is he really doing? What? See, everybody is in some weird ass faction in AEW. That's why I be saying that AEW get really weird sometimes. Some things do interest me though. Another thing though that is weird though is the belt thing. Like it is just too many belts. I feel like it should be, maybe like 4 or 5 belts to rotate. Having like 50, 60 belts, like it really makes it confusing. It really does, especially when you especially when you got a tag team that comes out and they got all these belts laced up, but they don't have the tag team titles, stuff like that. But I'm very happy to Acclaim one. What's up, Raven Eastwood? What's happening? What's good? I'm very happy to Acclaim one though. I want to see them hold them titles for a while because I feel like they really worked hard and I felt like they always had it. They always had it to even in the song, like they say in the song, we keep the crowd entertained. And I really feel like they do a good job of doing that outside of the ring and inside of the ring. Now, yeah, the music videos, I've seen some of their later music videos and man, I'm gonna start downloading more stuff on here just to let y'all know. I'm gonna start putting more music on here, more clips and more stuff. I'm gonna be adding it in over time because lately I've been actually cleaning my shit out. Clean your shit out so you can have more space for all the new stuff that you want to bring in. So I'm planning on that because some things I wish I could just show and just show just like that, but I got to go get it first. But that's gonna be cool to check out though. Raven said, he said AEW. He said, yeah, space is good. AEW equals WCW 2000. Man, 2000 was the year when, I mean, right, WCW was still pumping at that time, right? But then, yeah, it's like that was kind of like towards the end, right? Because 2001 was like the last year. They were still trying in 2000. And yeah, you're right. Space is good. Definitely, definitely. Especially if you want to download shit, whatever, movies, music. Cause I'm finna be putting like even like a lot of my older songs and other shit. Cause I'm still gonna make new shit. Oh, I haven't forgot about that. That's still coming too. And it's just gonna all come up here and it's gonna be smooth as hell. It's gonna be smooth. Now with Jade Cargill. I mean, I don't have much to say. I got some things to say about Jade, though. I know this whole winning streak with Jade is really like something else. I mean, I think some people might find it to be entertaining, but some people might be like, okay, she just comes in, she just wins these easy ass matches. She really doesn't have any beef or no stuff like that. What's going on with Jade? Well, what I think was going on with Jade is I think eventually her number is coming. Right now, she's at what, 41, 42 wins. I don't think she's going to make it any further. I think let me look because I need to know because I can make a prediction because I don't even really think she's gonna make it to 50. Yep, 2001 was the last year. It was. They tried, man. Was 2000 a year when they made the change? Because what I can't remember the exact year they did that when they changed all the belts and titles around to try to save WWE. I mean WCW. Hold on, right now I'm looking up the record right now. 'Cause I wanna see the exact numbers. What? What they talking about? She is a perfect 23 and oh. Wait, I thought it was higher than that. Wait a second. Ain't it supposed to be like 40? What's up, Laura SOS? What's going on, bro? What's popping in the land? How you been doing, man? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hmm. I don't feel see, I just wanted to pop up, man. I know it's at like 41. Okay, there it go. She's 42 and no. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Well, I haven't seen her next rivals. They had them in a little whack tag team match. So why did you get rid of Kiera though? What was the point of having Kiera that whole time and then you was just gonna get rid of her? Like if anything, I thought it would have been that new girl. You know that new girl they got, not Red Velvet who came back, who they completely changed her character around. It's shocking to me, like what Red Velvet has become. But yeah, I just don't understand that. Like it just out the blue, you're gone, and now they put her on the team with those other two girls, and I don't even know who those other two girls were. And it just felt so weird. Now Red Velvet is back, and now all three of y'all beat them down. I already know they probably won that fucking match. I already know they did. I ain't watched the whole end of it, but I'm like, what is that? But with the Jade Cargill shit, that shit ain't gonna last for long. This might actually be her last win. 42 might just be her number, yo. And if it's not 42, it might just end at 50. Cargill versus Bow Wow. Yeah, I seen that, man. I seen that. And don't Bow Wow already got a bad rep for talking to certain women and stuff like that? Yeah, I seen that crap. That stuff was all on TMZ and everything. They was like, yeah, he's trying to holler at her. Da, 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 da. The same old stuff they always talk about, right? And then Jay was just dissing them and shit. Now, what shocked me is when Bow Wow actually showed the hell up. Now he actually did come, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like sometimes I cut on AEW and I catch it at the most wildest moments. And that was one of them. I was just, I just cut it on. I'm like, let me see what's going on. And I seen that and I was like, what the fuck? And she act like she wanted to beat his ass, right? She act like she wanted to beat Bow Wow's ass. And I'm like, here we go again. I'm like, this dude, don't he always get his ass whooped by some chick or some shit? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like that one time, oh, Bow Wow gets arrested. He gets beat up by his girlfriend. Remember that? That shit was crazy. I know that was like years ago, though. Bio said WCW was only good back in the early to mid 90s when the NWO came by. It slowly went downhill from there. Yeah, WCW was definitely good in the 90s and the late 80s. Their peak was like, what was their peak? Their peak was like 97, 98. Yeah, 97, 98 was their peak. And what really helped them out, NWO did help them out at first, right? At first, it helped them out because it was a total shock and a punch to the WWE. And then what they was doing with Sting and stuff was really cool. But over time, yeah, people did kind of start to get tired of seeing the same old NWO nonsense. The constant matches with no clear endings, just DQ after DQ. What else did they used to do a lot? Remember, they start breaking up the factions into like two, three, or four factions. Yeah, it really started getting crazy. Laura SOS said Chipmunk has his face in the clouds smoking. Oh shit. Smoke up, man. Turn up. 1999 was the year they vacated all of the title belts in WCW. Okay, that was the year. And I think that was one of their biggest mistakes right there, Raven. When they did that whole revamp with the belts with what's his name? I can't remember his name. The guy who came in and took over um, Eric's place. Ricky Starks embarrassed MJF. Too bad. AEW will not give him the world championship because he is black. Who you talking about? Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks won that Royal Rumble yesterday, or that Rumble. I know that they had a big ass Rumble yesterday with fucking throwback Gold Dust and Matt Hardy and shit, and he ended up winning that. But I honestly, I don't know, right? I don't really see them planning anything with him for that title. Nah, we'll see. And we'll see, because you see, like, shit, all they want to do is give it. The only black person that can keep the title over there is Jade. And Jade is nothing really but a stereotype. It's a little entertaining, but still nothing but a stereotype. Raven said WCW peaked in 1998 after the finger poke of doom. Yeah, that was like the peak right there, man, because they was on such a big roll, right? They were beating WWF every single week. They had to make Vince change his whole stuff up, man. That was some competition. And with Jade Cargill though, honestly, I think she definitely won't make it to 50. And if she does hit 50, that'll be it. Like, this will not last much longer. Next year will be her last year. Cause somebody got to get it. They just can't keep doing this over and over. I mean, yeah, they'll throw her in a tag match, which ain't doing nothing but trying to stall out the time. Hey, Kylie, and doing nothing to just stall out the time. So I don't really understand what's going on with that. But 42, I think, might be it. So that's my first prediction. This will be a last one till I look up her next opponent, because I'll look that up. But if not, she ain't making it no more than 50. Raven said Vince Russo is the person who took over Eric's position. Okay, that's who his name was. Vince Russo. Yes, that's who came in there and did the whole mix up and change. Yeah. Yeah, that was wild. I mean, can you imagine something like that today happening? Like, it don't matter where it happened, neither. It doesn't matter if it's AEW or WWE, but could you imagine that? Just, hey, everybody, we're gonna take all the belts away and we're gonna switch them all around. Like, man, that would kind of change up what the viewers think. It kind of would, 'cause especially if the belts were under people they really like and they just got it took. And ooh, that sound like one confusing situation that you would really have to have some real big plans for. Had to sip on my coffee. I got my coffee here right now. So that's what I think about Jade. The Claim's still the champs. And WWE, with WWE right now, man, I mean, I'm still watching. I'm still keeping up with it. Am I as hyped and excited? No. You know, it's kind of sad to me, really, but I'm gonna still keep up with it and try to predict what's going on and what's happening. It's some real crazy stuff coming up with WWE. Like another crazy prediction that I got, man, is something is gonna happen with Rey Mysterio. I don't exactly know what. I don't exactly know what it is, but something seems really odd and really weird with Rey Mysterio. I already showed y'all that WWE picture where they completely changed his mask and shit out of nowhere. And like I said, how often do they do that on video games? They rarely do some shit like that. And you can remember when I showed the picture, and this was before I seen the other shit. But remember in that video I made when I showed the picture, I was like, man, why does this remind me of Scarlet? Like, he looks like Scarlet with the spike mask. And then here we go, a week or so later, here goes Scarlet doing the Terror game, showing Rey Mysterio. And ain't that kind of weird that she would be the one to do it and reveal him, and for him to look like that? And then you're going against Karrion Cross, which makes me feel like that's an automatic beatdown lose. But what if they pull some shit like what they've been pulling with everybody else? Because notice I've been saying this about wrestling too. The heels are running shit. Heels run shit, and they're just putting more heels out there and more evilness and more evilness. That's clear as day. Notice that some of your favorite people that were heels are, I mean, faces are already heels. No, notice that. Notice that. Like Nikki Ash, she was a face for how long? Now you're a psycho heel. You know what I'm saying? Liv Morgan, she was a good face for how long? Now you're a psycho heel. It's finna happen to more people. Dominic was one of them too. Rey Mysterio heel turn. Yeah, man, I really think that can happen. I really do. And wouldn't that be some crazy stuff? And wouldn't it be like what Dominic did? Like Dominic kind of did the same thing. He was good with his dad, and then he turned on him, and then went to the evil side, the dark side. I wish they did that because it would end Roman Reigns' boring title reign. It's getting boring now because they making them look weak. What's up, big boy? They're making them look weak. That's why it's getting a little boring to me. I was so entertained by it. Like, well, at first, it took a while for me to catch on. I will admit. Then it caught on. Then I was like, okay, this shit is cool as shit. And then when all of the other stuff started happening, I'm like, all right, now he is starting to look weak. But we know the time is coming up. We know the time is coming. WrestleMania is right around the corner. We already know. Yeah, there are hero heels everywhere. And Ray might be the next one. He might be the next one to join the dark side. I mean, look at the OC. The OC are really like heels, man. They're not really like faces. They come off as evil as heels. And like I said, everybody's going evil now. They're really promoting that a lot. I kind of miss the good, strong faces. I really do. But all of this bad guys win all the time, like all the time. Come on now, let's have a little something in there. I mean, I know what they used to say with the Attitude Era, like, oh, well, it's the Attitude Era, and they had to be raunchy and this and that. Yeah, but a lot of them damn heels in the Attitude Era had fucking face value as well, man. And a lot of them heels were still getting praised as if they were faces because it just had how damn good they were at it. You just wanted to cheer for their ass. Straight up. You said 3 hours of wrestling on TV needs to stop. You must be talking about Raw. You said, well, I think I like it. I think they should keep it. Just make sure it's good enough to at least be passable, because that's your main flagship show. And it's like that's the show they should really put the most effort into, just like they've been doing for like over 20 years. But now it's like SmackDown is kind of being the show that's more in tune and people are more watching. And I guess that might be from the shorter time frame or from the superstars that's actually on the show. 3 hours is a long ass time though. Like with the pay-per-views, I don't mind it. I don't mind 3 hours, because it's a pay-per-view, so it's gonna probably be kind of lit. The OC was originally heels. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know. So, and don't they kind of come off kind of demonic and heelish too? I mean, when you think about it, it's like I said, it's like a lot of your favorites, a lot of your people you really like, they're turning heel, and again, a lot of the same people are winning. They put an injury on Rey Mysterio just like they did to Montez Ford. Magically, Rey Mysterio gets injured during the World Cup that he should have been in the whole time. I always felt strange about how Triple H, when Rey Mysterio came to Triple H and he was like, "Man, I want to quit." I always found that to be really strange. How he just looked at Triple H. I mean, Ray, like he had big plans for him, and I don't mean in a good way. Now magically you get injured, your foot is injured, which we know is kayfabe. That was not a real injury, just like Montez Ford's injury. But they put it on you anyways, which I find to be messed up. Then they send your son to your house during Thanksgiving, and then they he pretty much beat the shit out of you, man. That was pretty messed up, man. And you know, like they're supposed to be real family oriented. You know, Ray and them really was into his family, and then here you go, family broken apart, and he's just beating the shit out of you in front of your family, in front of the kids. That was really messed up. So maybe that's what will turn him evil. Maybe. Drea said, "Hey, I hear you. Everybody going dark. Yep. Please don't let Bianca go dark. It won't fit. Nah, please. Even though I just don't see that happening with her, but you never know. Anything can freaking happen. But if they were to do that with her, I'll say they'll wait till the belt is gone. But hell no, I hope not, man. I like Bianca as a face, so I hope they don't do that. What's your thoughts on William Regal being so happy to join AEW and now he leaves one to go back to WWE? I heard about that. I heard a little bit of recent news on that, and I don't know. I guess I have to wait and see it. You know, wait and see if he really shows up, and then once he show up, I'll be like, damn. So he really did do that. He really did. I don't really know why or his thoughts because I recently heard about this myself, but it will be interesting to see him come back, like because that's rare right now. Kind of like with Cody Rhodes, right? People coming from AEW coming back, but I'll keep my eye on that and see what's up with William Regal. Raven says Sami Zayn is very popular now. LOL. I know WWE is having a field day making money from his merchandise. Yeah, yeah, he is popular now. I don't know why, but that's just the thing with me. I don't know why. I don't. I mean, I guess I kind of get why people would like him, but I don't. I don't. I don't like this whole roller gimmick. I wish it would end. I wish it would really, really end because it's just too overly pushed. It's like you're not really working for shit. You just getting a over push, even getting pushed harder than people that work way harder than you to get to where they are. Come on, like with the bloodline worked they asses off to get all these titles and belts and all this shit and all this fame and all that. They had to work. You feel me? Sammy just comes in and gets it all for free. And I don't like that. And I don't like that. And I especially don't like the fact that he was lying and he got proven to be a liar multiple times. Multiple times. So I still don't understand why people like him so much. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, like with Elias, I could kind of understand with Elias, right? Because Elias, it was kind of funny with him, wasn't it? Like when he was Ezekiel and you knew he was lying and shit. But that was some funny shit because he was like literally turning it to him, like now that was hilarious when it comes to lying. This is some whole other sneaky stuff. I know he low blowed Kevin Owens, so I know some people might think it's officially over because he low blowed him, but I don't know. William Regal wants to make his son a big star in the WWE. I think I heard that too. I think I did. I got to check out his son. I have not bought a single piece of WWE merch involving Sami Zayn. Nah, I wouldn't either. Maybe in the future. Now I'm not saying period, but if he started something new and something like really like I really like Sami Zayn when they were using him in that comedic role. Like y'all remember the Jackass matches and all of that. That shit was good to me, man. Like I think Sami Zayn does fit that comic comedian type of role and then mix him in like the middle card for some good entertainment. I think he was kind of good at that. Now I feel like Sami Zayn is getting forced down our throat and he's trying to make everybody say Usi now. And I'm like so tired of hearing that. I'm like, every time y'all say that, I'm like, can y'all please stop saying Usi? Please. Don't say that again. Don't. And then they turn around and say, Usi. I'm like, nah, they done fucking said it. Nah, damn, they done fucking said it. Please stop. Just stop. Stop. Why did you invent it? Why? Then you feeling new. See, then you got Roman saying it like, no, Roman, you don't say it. Don't say it. William Regal's son looks and acts like him. Whoa. Hey, William Regal was pretty good, man. I feel like he was underrated. Like when I was young, I didn't really like William Regal when I was young, but when I got older and looked back, I realized how great he kind of was as a heel. He had a great personality and a wrestling scheme. So to hear that his son is like him, that'd be cool. That could be like William Regal 2.0. That'd be cool. Hey, I'm gonna keep my eye on this William Regal situation because I did just find out about that like yesterday. Yeah, I think that was yesterday. I asked my girlfriend if she was feeling Uzi the other night, and she told me to f off. LOL. Yeah, man, I'm not Uzi. That is just a term I'm not gonna use. It's like it's like a weird mixture between Juicy and Lucy, and I just don't know. It's just a weird one, right? It's like you Juicy and Lucy at the same time. And then they got the crowd saying it too. The whole audience, like, no. Drea said, LOL, what about Oosie juice? Oh man, I forgot about the Oos juice. The Oosie juice. Yeah, remember I said they was gonna make a drink out of it, like a product? Hell yeah, that would be freaking weird. I mean, they already did Bootios. So I would not be surprised if something like that would happen. Raven said Charlie Dempsey is William Regal's son, name in WWE. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna look that up, Raven. I'm gonna check his son out, see how he get down. And what else? What else do I want to talk about? There's so much other stuff I could talk about, but I won't be here for long. But let me think. Well, yeah, the Rey Mysterio shit is definitely gonna be on my mind because I don't know. I think he is gonna turn to the dark side, and then if he turns to the dark side, then just imagine that, like him and Carrion and maybe someone else going against Judgment Day, because that's not over. If they're gonna send Dominic to his house like that to beat him up like that, this feud is definitely not over. And pay attention to tomorrow on SmackDown, because tomorrow he definitely will probably come back. So I'm gonna be really paying attention to what they do with Ray. And the whole Ricochet Gunther rematch, I think Gunther is gonna win it. I do, because I think Gunther versus Braun, I think more people will be interested in that. Ricochet, he had his run. I know they got a little story behind him, but I don't think this is it. And I think Braun is going to get thrown in there. Like I said, he didn't win the tournament, but watch how some way, somehow Braun still gets thrown in the IC match against Gunther. You never know. They'll pull a triple threat out on their ass, which I think they're going to do later on with Bianca, maybe Alexa, or Becky. Something is gonna go on with them in that title in the future. Like a triple threat, something crazy where Bianca is gonna have that title on the line. It's gonna be something wild. You said, what do you think about the 420 being on Matt Riddle's merch? Well, I say that was his thing. Like when Matt first started doing that gimmick, they were kind of subtle with it. Like they were like you knew it. Like I always felt like he was like a stoner. You know what I'm saying? But they never really let it be too known. And then you see after a while, slowly and surely, he started making more and more jokes about smoking and eating and doing this, and then eventually it just became 420 bro. So I was like, you know what? He kind of always was that, but now they're making it that. That's so weird. It's so weird, right? So weird. I guess it's okay. I don't know. I think a lot of people are kind of getting tired of the bro gimmick and the bongo drum playing and all of that. And I don't know, man. I think they need to do something. But now Riddle is going to be gone for a while now too, because we remember what happened to Riddle. They let Solo do him dirty, but they stopped other people. But Solo, he just could just do whatever he want, straight up. Big boy said I'll be at AEW in person on December 21st. Hopefully it's a good show. I wonder where it's gonna be at, and I'll check that show out. I'll check it out, see what's going on. It's a few days before Christmas. Matt got fired from UFC for failing a drug test. Damn, I didn't know that. Damn, he got fired. And when is Jeff coming back? When is Jeff Hardy coming back? I know he been gone for a while. And what was up with that Darby Allin Samoa Joe match yesterday? Man, I like Darby Allin though. I feel like Darby Allin is kind of underrated. I do. I do. Cause for him, his size, cause he's not really a big dude, but he takes some of the most wildest, craziest bumps I ever seen, and he does it on a non-stop basis. And he also does some of the most biggest, wildest stunts. I feel like they should do more for Darby Allin. When I watched that Samoa Joe match yesterday, I felt like, come on, man. Like, yeah, I feel like Joe is past his prime. Like, I do. I feel like he's so much past his prime. And just seeing Joe just beat the shit out of Darby like that, I was like, I already knew he was going to lose. But I feel like they should do more for Darby. It kind of upsets me a little bit. It's like all they gave Darby was Sting. They were like, here, you take Sting. And that's it. You don't get shit else. You just get Sting. And what was so fucked up about it, Sting don't always be there. He don't always be there. like yesterday, he was not there at all. Give Darby Allin a title shot, AEW. Darby Allin should at least get another one, man. He be putting his body on the line every week. Do you remember when Matt said in the interview he smokes weed so he don't beat his family? Like, geez, man. Nah. I've never seen that interview. I didn't even know he smoked. I didn't. I know I seen him in that match yesterday. He had me actually thinking his ass was gonna win too, because his ass was playing double team games in the match, and it did not turn out the way that he wanted it to. It did not. Raven said after Jeff Hardy completes rehab and becomes drug free, he will be allowed to wrestle in AEW again. Okay, so that should be probably coming soon, because it's been about like 3 months now, right? Like 3-4 months. Yeah, bring back Jeff Hardy, man. Bring back Jeff Hardy. And thanks again, guys, for coming through. I just wanted to have a little, put some more wrestling content out there for my wrestling viewers, because I know y'all are out there. I know I've been busy lately with other stuff, but like I said, I'm gonna try to put more time into the wrestling and seeing what's going on. Maybe even in the AEW world too. You never know. You never know with me. And tomorrow SmackDown, so I'm gonna be on that. If I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, like I might even live stream the last hour of it. I might like, I guess I'll try to get back on that live streaming like the last hour, not the whole show, but the last hour. I'll let y'all guys know. Maybe I'll community post, make a video. I'll try to find some other good stuff to put up on here as well. So thank you guys for coming through. Look up Matt Riddle. See, I'm tripping. I'm getting Matt Riddle confused with Matt Hardy. Look up Matt Riddle, Dana White on YouTube and see what Dana said about him. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know. Like, he always act like he do, right? Like, his whole gimmick is like a smoker, which is so funny, right? But damn, I ain't know he got fired from that and all of that. Nope, I did not know that. That's crazy. Damn, Matt Riddle. Damn, 420. Bruh. Maybe when he comes back, maybe he'll be something different, because I think he's going to be gone for at least 2 to 3 weeks. We'll see. But all right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. And again, shouts out to the Acclaimed.
The Acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone. I will see you guys on the later tip. Peace out.